When I talk about becoming bespoke, I'm really talking about your positioning as a brand. But before positioning comes purpose. Before you know where you land on the market, you need to decide on what your reason for being is so that you can communicate that to the person that you're custom fitting for. There's a Japanese concept called Ikigai that illustrates this process really well. When we think about the Ikigai diagram, you can imagine 4 overlapping circles. One of them is what you love. The next is what the world needs. The next is what you can be paid for. And the final circle is what you're good at. Where what you love and what the world needs overlap is a mission. People go on missions often, and you'll see that they're passionate about what they're doing and there's a really big need in the world for it, but they may not necessarily be making money off of it. Where what you need overlaps with what you can be paid for is your vocation. A lot of people spend their entire careers in this zone where they are getting paid for something that there is need for, but maybe there's not as much passion there. What you're good at can overlap with what you're paid for, and this can be your profession. Maybe it's less of a job, but it's more of a long-form career path. There might be passion missing out of there, but it's something that you're good at that you can offer to the world. Perhaps this is where you're landing if, for example, your parents demanded that you become an engineer or a doctor and you are really good at math or you're really good at biology and you can be paid a lot for it, but you're not necessarily passionate about it. What you have is a profession. Where what you're good at overlaps with what you love is your passion. If you're really good at something and you love it a lot, but perhaps money is missing from the equation, you're just passionate about it. But where all of those 4 circles overlap, love, need, payment, and skill, that is your Ikigai. That is your reason for being. If you can find something that lands in this zone, you'll be fulfilled, you'll be delighted, and the world is going to be happy to pay you for what you're offering. Now, amongst these overlapping circles, there's also some more zones of overlap, like an area between passion and mission that might be delightful and fulfilling, but again, with no wealth. There's an area between mission and vocation that might be exciting, but lacks certainty and have you on edge all the time on where your next paycheck or where your next job is coming from. There might be an area between vocation and profession, which is comfortable, but it'll feel empty. I find that this zone, which I'm calling zone 3, is where a lot of people spend their life. And lastly, there might be a zone between passion and profession that's satisfying, but it might come with a feeling of uselessness. Once you've discovered your Ikigai, that is your purpose. Knowing your purpose is excellent because when you're sure about it, you can start to communicate it with others.